Alright, so in this video, we're going to be talking about classifying triangles, but this time by their sides. If we look here, we have three triangles that look familiar from the last video. This was our right triangle, this was our obtuse triangle, and this was our acute triangle. So we can classify them by their angles, which we know how to do, but we can also classify them by the lengths of their sides. So if we look at this triangle right here, it looks like this side is a little bit shorter than this side, and then this side's longer than all, so they all look different. In this one, it looks like these two could be the same, but this one's much longer. And in the pink triangle, in our acute triangle, it looks like all the sides are the same. So we can classify the triangles not only by their angles, but also by their sides. Let's take an in-depth look at each one. We're going to start with equilateral triangle. For our equilateral triangle, all sides are equal. If you look here, you'll see that I have our hash marks, or tick marks as they're sometimes called. They're just little lines that designate that they're all the same length. So if there's one line here, and there's one line here, and one line here, that means every side that has one line is the same length. Now, we don't know what that length is, it doesn't say. We know they're all the same, so it's equilateral. Now, an interesting fact about equilateral triangles is that all equilateral triangles have all 60-degree angles. So no matter the length of their side, let's say it was 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, every angle would be 60 degrees. It could be 12 miles, 12 miles, and 12 miles, and that angle would still be 60 degrees, so that's something kind of cool. Now, a little tip, the prefix equa means equal, and lateral means sides. So this literally means equal sides, a triangle with equal sides. So that's just a little tip for you. Let's check out the next one, isosceles triangle. An isosceles triangle is a triangle where two sides are equal lengths. So I have a few different examples over here. In the blue one, we have two the same at the top. And now we'll notice we have two hash marks, or two tick marks, that represent a different length. So these two are the same, and then this one is different. Down here in the purple triangle, we have two that are the same, and one that is different. And over here, this is a right triangle, where these two sides are the same, and then this long side right here is different. So these are different examples of what isosceles could look like, but the main thing is they all have two sides the same and one side different. Now, a tip to remember this is that we see SOS in the word isosceles, and so I like to say same, other, same. So two sides are the same, and then there's an other side, or a different side. So that's just a little tip to help you remember isosceles, two are the same and one is different. Let's check out the last triangle. Our last triangle is the scalene triangle. In the scalene triangle, all sides are different lengths. So you'll see here we have one hash mark, or one tick mark, 2 and 3, which represents they're all different sides. My tip for this one is scalene scattered. So scattered means all over the place. Everything's everywhere. Everything's, I think of a scattered room. Things are all about. So in a scalene triangle, all the sides are different. They're all thrown about. So that's just a little tip to help you remember scalene. So just to kind of summarize here, we have a triangle where all the sides are the same, equilateral. We have a triangle where there are two sides the same, one different, isosceles, SOS. And scalene is all sides are different. Now, we could have a word problem situation with this one as well, where it could say something like this. A triangle has the following side lengths, 2 feet, 3 feet, and 2 feet. How could you classify this triangle? Well, if it tells us that two of the sides are the same, 2 feet, and one is different, same, other, same. So that would be an isosceles triangle. Let's go ahead and get some practice in. We're going to classify the triangle as equilateral, isosceles, or scalene. I have two pictures, and then I have one with just the side lengths that you can determine what it is by just thinking about those sides and what they mean. All right, go ahead and pause your video, and when you have your answers, play to see if you got them right. All right, our first triangle is equilateral, all sides the same. Our second triangle is isosceles, two the same, one different. And our last one, we have 12 centimeters, 8 centimeters, and 4 centimeters, all different, so that means that would be a scalene triangle. Thank you so much for watching this video. We have one more in this triangle series on how to find a missing angle on a triangle. I look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye.